So this is what I found today just from going to actually just one location. Plus this, a 40-volt lithium battery. I just take these for the cells, and you can tell the cells would be good because it's still lighting up at all. I found quite a few Optiplex 3080s. They seem like they're the 10th gen, just based off the sticker. Like that's a 10th gen sticker, I'm pretty sure. And it could be what, 6th to 9th gen for this one. This guy looks like a Haswell system. Just judging by the sticker, it should be Haswell. Another 3080 here, a little bit worse condition. I do have the front for it somewhere here. What is this? Thinkpad T440S. An older model as well. It also looks like it's a Haswell or Devil's Canyon. A super wide monitor that doesn't look broken, but looks can always be deceiving. We'll test that soon. Another 3080. Oh, this one actually says 10th gen. Nice. So what gen is this? Why wouldn't it say 10th gen? Did that say i7? No, i5. Surface, keyboard, smash and recycle. Oh, they forgot to smash it. An HP, like, what is this? Thunderbolt dock. 280 watt Dell AC adapter. Who knows what we'll use that for. There's our missing front panel from this guy. I tried to find everything for everything. So I found this, but it's probably not gonna work. Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Dude, it looks like it's been outside for like a year. AC adapter, just miscellaneous. I don't know what it's for. It's just, it outputs 20 volts and it's like a laptop sized jack. So let's grab those. All the Super Nintendo cables and cords. A USB-C Lenovo 65 watt. I think that's probably for this. It's not. Interesting, so that's a nice bonus. A Surface charger. The Surface was garbage. It was not worth taking. Yeah, that's everything. So next I'm gonna open these up and take them and clean them out. This is the first PC I looked at so far, and look what I see. Bro, this is the RAM crisis right now. A single module, 16 gigabytes? Jesus Christ. That's like $200 right now. There we go, I've gotten all of them open. All of them seem to have RAM. All of them seem to have hard drives. This one actually has an SSHD, which I've never personally owned. That one still has a hard drive too. Wow. And RAM. What kind of RAM? DDR3? Yeah. This one's also DDR3. Grab our duster. And let's dust. I'm not gonna put on any of those CPU covers or the air guides on because I'm just gonna repaste all the CPUs. I honestly have to know if this works. Power light. Yo. No fucking way. I know it's upside down. All right, but it doesn't mean it's good, because the same way, for the same reason that I have the Samsung curved monitor that I showed you guys in the last video, that works for like a few days and then doesn't. So this one, I'm going to put it on my monitor stand in a few minutes here. This is super exciting. The monitor is, I'm very excited because I really want the monitor for me. You know, like, I don't know how nice it is yet. I haven't looked it up. I don't know anything about it other than I'm surprised that it's not cracked. Because usually when it's like a nice monitor, it's damaged. Another thing I'm kind of excited about is this T460S. Oh, the hinge is bad. Saw that? Let's pick it up. Oh, maybe not. Oh, it has like a weak spot, definitely. I had the T580 that I sold recently had this. I'm concerned about this. I actually just had to stop the recording and restart it. But there's a screw lodged in here as well, which you couldn't see before because my phone is using the wrong camera. So another thing is that basically the first thing that I do with all these machines, first the laptop, I'll take it apart, remove the storage, if there is any. The way the condition it's in makes me think that there's probably not storage in it. These all have storage, so I'll remove all the storage from all of these and put it in my test bench PCs and just format the drives. Like with an external dock, I will just format the drives. It's actually connected to my main PC right now, but that's because I know those drives are safe right now. These drives I don't, and I don't want anything to do with anything on them, so I always format all the machines that I get immediately, and then just install Windows on them. These are all hard drives though, so like I said earlier, it's very curious that 10th gen like age computer, even that it's a pre-built whatever, but like my Optiplex that's like Haswell era had the option to be shipped with an SSD. Like, why are these still being shipped with hard drives is beyond me. This one actually has an like a laptop SSHD or whatever, so I've never owned one of those, so I don't really know anything about it, but we will benchmark that and test it out and see what that's all about. Internally, this Optiplex is like identical to mine. I don't know. I think mine's a 9020. I know I said in the first video, I don't remember though. Like, it's never living in my mind. I don't really, to me, it's just like, it's an old Optiplex. That's what I know about it. Here's our first look inside the Lenovo. The screw obviously fell out. Sir? You're making noise for no reason? No 2.5-inch drive. What is this? Another battery? Typical Lenovo. That's probably supposed to be here. I think that fell when I opened it. Come on, come on. Is there a second slot hidden on the other side of the board? Because that's where people usually forget. It seems like this one has soldered, some soldered memory as well. It appears. I don't know if I'm correct, but we'll find out soon. And if not, I do have some DDR4 that we can test this with. The problem is, I thought this would have an M.2 slot for storage, but I do not believe it does. So I suppose that I'll have to buy a 128 gig SSD because I refuse to put hard drives in most laptops. It's just garbage. But during this, the price thing, the storage problems right now, like, it may not be too cheap, but hopefully like 40 bucks. So I figured we'd start off by repasting the computers, or the desktops, as well as just kind of checking them out a little bit. So start off with this small form factor Optiplex 3040. This will also like allow me to see which processors they have and just remove the storage so that I can wipe it. How would I go about removing the storage? These are usually pretty modular. The optical drive is fucking, I didn't even notice that it's not actually real. So it's missing, it has the printout on the board for an M.2 key, but it's not populated, so I can't put one in there. It looks to have one DIMM. 8 gigabytes of DDR3 1600. Oh my god, there's like nothing left thermal paste wise on the CPU. It's an i5 6500, which I literally have a spare one in the bin over there. That's hilarious. Grab my MX Full. That ought to do. That ought to do. Okay, now that all of those have been repasted, I'm gonna wipe all the drives. But let's check out the Lenovo first, the laptop. All right, so just real quick, because this is the dual battery model, let's throw a charger on it. Okay, so the computer, I guess, instantly turned on. Let's enter setup. i7 4600U. The U makes me want to puke. I knew it had soldered memory. Sweet. So at least if I put an 8 gig DIMM in here, then that's not bad if it has 12 gigs. Because I don't want to put 16. Oh shit, I don't have a spare 8 gig DIMM. All I have is 4 and 16 for DDR4. Fuck. That's maybe we'll just put 8 gigs in this. I just realized the Lenovo, I forgot to show you guys, but I dusted out the fan and I'm putting PTM 7950 on it. So that should be good. And I also need to repaste the Haswell system, but you guys saw 3 other computers, so I'm sure you can imagine how easy it is. Something as well I noticed with this computer is it's missing a lot of screws. And one of them, the one that was like loose in the case, for sure for the battery, it's missing one there. That goes in that corner. This goes there on the board. So it's missing 3 as well. So I'll need to go into my bin of screws to replace that. But I think we will I'll pop a 128 gig SSD in here just to sell the computer. And I think 4 gigs to make it 8 gigs of RAM. I really don't like to do it, but I don't have an 8 gig stick, and for me to buy one would be really expensive. The speaker screws are like this. They're like colored little ones like this. This is one I found in my bin, so hopefully it fits. So I don't know why I assumed this machine was DDR4. It's very much not. You can see, like, it's not. So that's dope, because I probably have memory for this then. Wait, what? Look at that. Time Tech. Samsung. What? We can put 8 gigs in it. It's an i7. It deserves 12 gigs. And our screws installed. Also, I don't think I posted an update to this, but I wiped down the monitor with ISO, plugged it in, and I've been using it for like the last few hours with no odd anomalies. Resolution is 12. You can see. I don't need to say, because I say wrong. Seems to be 60 hertz. If I set it to 75, for whatever reason, it changes my resolution to bad, which is no bueno. So we're just gonna, if in the next few days I don't find anything wrong with the monitor, I'm just gonna put it aside and continue using mine, because I like mine better than this. This only has HDMI. It has no USB ports, nothing useful. So I plug a lot of shit into the monitor. This one has auto rotate. This is too large for me to rotate. I'd have to extend the arm for it. So yeah, I will probably buy another monitor arm for it and sell it to my dad. I also have wiped all the drives and checked them in Crystal Disk Info. They are all good with pretty low hours. I noticed this one literally, as you guys can see clear as day, has quite a large dent on it. This was the one that was missing the front panel trim, but it operated perfectly fine. I have never seen that in a drive that continues to operate, but that's interesting. I've ordered, I think, let me just check real quick. I ordered 2 128 gig Patriot SSDs for disgusting $61 Canadian. That for 128 gig, this is what I'm talking about. And I ordered an adapter because I have some weird like M-SATA. Yeah, there it is. I have some weird M-SATA drive that I got from the Amazon return store for like $10. I think this is M-SATA if I remember. For like MacBook Air. Yeah, I have that, so I just ordered an adapter to 2.5 inch SATA. So I'm gonna use that drive in that computer instead of buying a drive. So that'll save me some money. I'm kind of tempted to keep one of these machines depending how performant they are. But I'm gonna add a Wi-Fi card to them. The challenge will be adding Wi-Fi antennas. Probably I'm gonna steal some from some laptop display assemblies and try to use conductive tape to tape them to the casing. But yeah, that's where I'm at with these, and also putting back on all the air dams.
and in all the hard drives because I'm just gonna pop in an SSD, so that way they can have hybrid storage, whoever I sell this to. So I've managed to kind of get a laptop Wi-Fi card kind of wedged in there. So, or a laptop Wi-Fi antenna, sorry, wedged in there. So we'll see if that can suffice at least for now. I did have a spare from back when shit was cheap. 512 gigs M SATA, or fucking, you know what I mean, the SATA version of this. It does say PCIe, so maybe it may not work, but if it does, then this one I could maybe sell for more money. So we'll see. So it appears that the SATA M.2 does not work in this machine, which is really no surprise, but it was worth a try. So I'm just confirming now that the Thunderbolt dock works that I found. This is the power supply for it, by the way. Yeah, it seems to work perfectly fine, so I'll see if I can get some money for that, because I have a ton of other docking stations already. Every single time without fail that I'm super needing something the next day, this happens, I promise you. Whether it's a tool I order for work, a part for, I don't know, a repair on a car or something like that, this actually happens every time that I need something specifically on a day. And when I order something that I don't care when it comes here the next day every time without fail. So I kind of want a temporary solution just to test this machine's, like the thermals, the battery, the display, all the ports, all that stuff. So I threw in just a 64 gig NVMe into an into a SATA adapter from, actually it's from my test bench over there. It's out of my test bench. So it already has Windows 10, I believe, I hope, installed, and we will power it up and let's see if it runs. Maybe it's one of those weird computers where it wants to see power. Let's go like that. Yeah, it's already flashed. Proving that it just wanted to see power. Right? Yeah. Cool. It's one of those weird laptops. Let's go continue. May have a bad CMOS battery due to the various errors. Nice, it's not too bad. The display looks pretty good. There's some slight like backlight bleed, it seems. You can see a little bit, but it could just be the display type, like typical of that. And then this is just a reflection. I was wondering what that was. So I was like, I'm not seeing that in person. Yeah, it's just getting the devices ready. Yep. This is a different computer. This is pretty cool. I know it's like not that cool just because it's normal for this computer, but I think it's neat. The dual batteries, that's sick. I wonder which one is which. Actually, we could find out. Take one of them out. So I actually just remembered that I have more than one of these adapters, so why not throw this in here, make an image, like install Windows on the machine, install the drivers, all the Windows updates, and then I will just image this SSD to the new SSDs whenever I get those. I think this will allow us to boot from my Ventoy disk. It's not letting me, it's giving a security fault, but it's not letting me enroll the secure boot certificates. It's not letting me enroll the certificates from the disk, which usually I can do that and get past this. Do it again. No, dude, I know. Hello? I should be able to just go into Ventoy anyways. I'm gonna try this before I just say fuck it and just use my normal Windows 10 USB, but I really like using the Ventoy one. It's much faster. Yo, let's fucking go. There we go, boys. That's what I'm talking about. Let's do April 2026. Yeah, let's do this one. That's fucking way better. There we go. I knew it was just some fucking stupid security thing in the BIOS, so I'll have to remember that for the rest of them. There, sick. Yeah, I've never used this installer yet, so we'll see what it comes with. I think this one is clean and untouched, if I remember. I have one that's touched, but I don't want to use that yet. Huh? That's horrible.
I mean, is that about in line with what it should be though? It is just like a dual core i7. So that might be correct. Let's see how our temps were. Look at the displays just fell down. It's kind of annoying. So our batteries are not too bad, by the way. The wear level, 28 and 25, whatever. I think my personal laptop's like 28. We hit 72 and 24 watts. It's pretty good. That's actually pretty good. And so is the temps are pretty good. So I'm happy with that. The batteries are in good shape. I cleaned the machine already. I just need to blow out the keyboard still. And then now I can wait for parts. Now I have closure at least for this machine. And I'm at least making some progress without having the stuff that I ordered that I still can't show because I didn't remove my address yet with Inspect Element like I did when I previously showed you guys. So first I couldn't get the fingerprint reader working on the T440S because, well, I'm not sure why. I think it's drivers, but it also could be just the fact that, like, I tried resetting the fingerprint data in the BIOS and that didn't work because I've had that issue before on my Elite book and it fixed it. That didn't work so far. Also, this version of Windows 11 is too new and I can't continue without internet, so we're just going to reboot into the Ventoy, I guess. There we go, that's the button I was looking for. I don't fucking have internet. Alright, so I got the SSDs in the mail finally from Amazon. It is now the next day. I've got them installed in my test bench. One installed in the slot and one installed in a PCI Express adapter, as well as one installed in another NVMe adapter. The hard drive is unplugged and I have Clonezilla gonna be running on that USB. Alright, we're in Clonezilla now. We will go with that option. Choose a local disk as the source. I'm gonna go with VXang. That one. The target. Haha. Which one is which? NVMe 0N1 or 1N1? Let's go with 0N1. Create the partition table from this source disk. Clonezilla cannot clone a large disk to a smaller disk. Why? Hold on. Create partition table proportionally. It should be able to. We're not care about that. When everything's finished, do nothing. What is it asking me, dude? It's so much damn reading. Yes, that's fine. Let me ask you again. Dude, it's brand new. I don't care. There's nothing on it. What's all this? What's all this? What's it telling me, mate? What's it telling me? What's all this? What's all this? What's all this, mate? What's happening here? Well, this is my first time using this. I use this because it's free. 26 gigabytes a minute? 28? That is quick. Then I think it'd actually even be faster if I went, like once this is done, if I use the image I've created, once I verify that it works. Which SSD am I using? I presume that one. The PCI Express one. Yeah, it is. Because that one flashes and then that one flashes, so yep. So this will take some time. I will probably be back tomorrow. So that's done from the SATA NVMe to the PCI Express NVMe. And now we're going from PCI Express to PCI Express. So we'll see if this is a little faster. I'm kind of curious. At least the adapter fits. So that's great. We'll get that installed in the laptop as well. We're gonna grab this one. It's $29 MSATA. MSATA is not the best, but it's cheaper than buying them from Amazon. So I had a few issues with the cloning process. So what I did is I got one of the 128 gig SSDs. I think it's just because I was going from 512 to 128. And I set this one up, plugged it in this machine, installed all the drivers and updates. Now I'm gonna clone this drive to the other 3. So it seems like actually the clone just didn't work on one drive, because the other drive that was in the PCI Express adapter, it cloned over without issue. Like the test machine booted to it. That was my giveaway. I was like, wait, it booted to this, and this doesn't have HW monitor on it, which means it's not the install that I just made. So that's the one clone that we did is successful. One of them, so that's excellent. So basically, I think we're done. Just need to assemble them. All right, guys, just gonna conclude this here. But that other SSD that I got today from the Amazon Intent store, already got an adapter for it. It will be going in here. One of these has 500 gig SATA SSD, as you guys know. But I just wanted to show you guys this, and the rest are 128 PCIe's. I just want to show you guys this. For 2 out of 3 PCs, I did a Wi-Fi card from a laptop with the laptop antennas that are adhesively stuck to the case. And I just got a 600 megabit per second speed test result, so I'm gonna call that a work, or a win, I guess. It works. And the third PC, I did have a random PCIe Wi-Fi card, so I was able just to use that. This PC, I'm obviously just gonna install Windows 10 on there and just sell this one locally. I'm gonna try to sell these on eBay. I just probably need to get boxes from my work. Usually the wheel boxes, like that rims come in. Usually those are pretty good for small desktop PCs. Anything larger like this, like I don't want to ship this, it'll be like $70. So these I can probably sell for, or ship for like $40 or $35. So these are much more reasonable to ship versus this. But yeah, guys, I think that concludes everything. I just didn't test the Super Nintendo on video because I don't have, the game that I got is not for that console, so I can't really test it, I don't believe, unless there's a game in it. I don't think it will work. It's very old, so it's not like it has a home screen or a dashboard like an Xbox 360 or a PlayStation like 3. So yeah, I don't expect that to work without a game, so might have to either roll the dice, buy something like a cheap game on eBay and just test it, or go back, because I know there's more games that are just in the bottom of the bin and I'll have to dig through it. So we'll see about that, but that's not too exciting. So well, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will continue probably to occasionally make computer videos like this as much as I can.